What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. Oh yeah, guys, so last episode we ended up making ourselves an Enderman farm. Yeah, it's a pretty fast way to get a lot of experience, and for us, more importantly, to have ender pearls so we can get ourselves around. Now, since last episode, we pretty much ran out of stone, so I went and mined a bunch, and then while I was mining it, I got inspired to come to the Nether and fix up our Nether paths here. So instead of having the 1 block wide paths that we've had that was very perilous, I have expanded them out to 3 blocks wide, and I put up safety rails. Now, we'll probably make this better later on, fully enclose it, so we don't have to worry about ghasts in the future. I'm actually not sure which way am I going. Yeah, I don't remember if it's this way to the... Uh-oh. That's fine. I don't remember if it's this way to go to the end or if this way takes us to our Nether fortress. I can never remember. I need to start putting up signs. Maybe making a proper Nether hub in the future is something that we're going to want to do. Oh, you know what? This is... Okay, so this is the one that goes to the Nether fortress. So previously, our path cut through here, and it went over this way out into the void, and then we cut across this way, and then we went over to the fortress, right? So I got rid of the little kink on our road, and I made it straight all the way out, and then straight this way, and then this takes us to the fortress. Nothing else has happened beyond here, but yeah, I did want to make these paths just a little bit nicer than what we had before. Let's see if we can get a move on here a little bit quicker, maybe use some of our ender pearls to get us going. I know a thing that you can do is put ice paths on these roads here, like make the floor out of ice, and then you can use a boat and go super speed in the Nether. That's something that we might look at in the future. Hey, little magma cube here. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. I thought, you know, it's definitely a lot nicer than what we had previously, and I've been using my elytra to get around a little bit faster in the Nether since these tunnels are a little bit long. But yeah, like I said, last episode we had made ourselves an Enderman farm, and we had kind of made the Nether area that much better. When you first warp in here, you can kind of see the start of the Enderman farm, which I thought was kind of interesting, since yeah, we're just out of range of the farm itself, but like this path goes a little bit beyond. Now, after I got done recording that episode, I had remembered hearing something about double layered carpet. Like, you put carpet down on a top block and you put carpet on top of that, so it's carpet. I seem to remember hearing something about Enderman not being able to teleport to double carpet. Now, obviously white isn't the best choice of color, but white is the only color really that we have, either white or green, I guess, of wool. So I went with white since we have so much of it. And yeah, I decided to put carpet on top of the ceiling here, and this works perfectly, guys. Are these guys down? Yeah, so everything's down low. So yeah, our Endermen are staying perfectly in here. I went and I looked at the end of last episode after I was attacking them, and there was probably about 30-40 of them on the roof out here, and that was really slowing it down. But yeah, the way we have this set up now with the double carpet on the ceiling, that is definitely keeping these guys in place. I do want to make this look nicer, and we will do that in the future, but yeah, I wanted to give you guys a little update on this situation. So I think what I want to start working on, I really think that it's about time that we get a better storage room, guys. The storage room that we have right now is inside that wooden house area thing. It's above where our villagers are, and it works, and it's getting the job done, but we are really running out of space for certain items. Some things we want a whole lot of, like stone and cobblestone, probably sand and gravel and all of these kinds of things, and we only have enough storage space, one double chest for each one of these materials. So I mean, it works, but I kind of want to make something that's going to work long term, something where we can take multiple double chests, like maybe even up to 10, 11 of them of a certain material, and just have space for all of that kind of stuff. Certain things like wool, like there is, what, 16 different colors of wool, I think, or is it 15? Something like that. Same thing with terracotta. Actually, I think terracotta has one additional one because there's the non-dyed variant. Then you got like this different colored glasses, and like there's all sorts of things that have many different types. But yeah, I think that I want to have like more storage than what we currently have set up here. Something that'll allow us to store pretty much all of the items in the game that we could possibly want to store, with a lot of space available for us to do this. So I was kind of mapping out an area where I want to set up something along those lines. And if we fly over here, just over the ocean, we have the closest plains biome. Now I'm going with plains because it's probably the easiest to work with when you're building a building, right? There's not a lot of stuff to clear out of the way. You maybe just need to level out the ground a little bit, and you know, that's going to be quite easy to do. So this is what I want to do. I want to build a building that's going to be this dimension. I kind of marked this out. It's 51 by 51. Yeah, it's quite large, but we want to be able to store all sorts of stuff and not run out of space. And this is kind of what I want to do. Now, 51 by 51, it's going to be in a modern style. I don't really build in modern style in Minecraft. In fact, those of you who follow my Minecraft series know that I don't really build a whole lot in Minecraft. I normally do, like, you know, good enough to get me by and this kind of stuff, but I want to kind of expand out and start learning to build. And I think modern style is going to be a good place. So this is going to be a modern style warehouse. Yeah. So we're going to need a lot of white concrete because that is what we're going to be basing our major material out of here. The floor is going to be white concrete. The ceiling's going to be white concrete. The walls are. We're going to have a lot of glass in the building too, so we're going to need a lot of glass. It might be time for us to look at setting up like a large smelting operation to do this as well. But one thing that I do know is concrete requires a lot of sand and a lot of gravel. Yeah. So sand and gravel, we have sand under control. I've been farming sand. We've smelted sand. We've turned sand into glass bottles and traded it to our villager guy in here. So yeah, I'm very, very familiar with mining sand and gathering that. That's not a big deal. The thing is, though, gravel is one of those items that we don't have a lot of. In fact, our entire gravel supply is right here. That is less than 9 stacks. That's about 7 stacks, a little under 7 stacks of gravel. The biggest problem, I think, is our shovel here has Fortune 2 on it. And for those of you who don't know, Fortune increases the chance for when you mine gravel to get flint back instead of the gravel block. So a good portion of all the gravel that we've mined up has in fact turned into flint. I have thrown away a good portion of flint, I think. But yeah, I want to, there's no real good reason to have Fortune on my shovel. I think I want to wipe off all of the enchantments and redo this thing. We want the unbreaking. We have an efficiency 5 villager, and then we have a mending villager. I think all of these things are stuff that I want to do. So you can see with all the emerald blocks that I have here, I have spent some time trading with our villagers down below. In fact, let's go down there. Let's go do some stuff here. We want to get ourselves a new mending book. So I think this was our mending villager. Yeah, this is our mending villager here. So I'm going to grab bookshelves off you. We're going to break those to get books. And then I am going to take your books and give them right back to you for 1 mending. Okay, so we have mending now. You know, silk touch, is that something that I want on a shovel? I think silk touch is something I want on a shovel. All right, so we can get grass blocks that way, so I'll grab that. Maybe we'll want one with silk and one without. I don't know, but we're going to put silk on this one. So what else you got? Unbreaking. Let's do unbreaking. So silk touch, mending, unbreaking. And then we're going to want efficiency on there. And I believe our efficiency 5 villager was over... No, it was this one. This next one over. Yeah, you. So that is 7 emeralds. That's a little bit more expensive because I haven't, like, perfected them. But, like, we can get all these emeralds for free, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so is that everything that we want on our shovel? Unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, and mending, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so now that we have all those, we can go ahead and start putting those onto a shovel. But I guess our only... Oh, it's nighttime. our only grindstone is over at our old mob farm. So we're going to head over there. We'll use the grindstone, pull off all these old enchantments. And I think we have an anvil over there. If not, I have one in my ender chest. I moved my rockets. I've taken the torches off my hotbar. We're just now needing so many things on the hotbar. I'm trying to sacrifice things that are less needed. All right, so our grindstone right here. Let's go ahead and remove all of the enchantments off this. Wait, does it? What's the difference of these slots? I'm not actually sure. There's 2 different slots. Oh, you know what? This is repair too, right? So you can put that in here with diamonds, I guess. Anyway, I guess repairing is not something people do these days because of all the mending, right? So we were gonna want mending first. Then we're gonna want efficiency and unbreaking and silk touch. Okay, so that is a much better diamond shovel. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so now the next step is we got to figure out where we get gravel. Where is a good place for gravel? I think I've gotten that before, just underground mining, right? But are we gonna have to branch mine for gravel, or is there a better way to get it? Maybe if we go to like some place where gravel is exposed on the surface, we can get it easier. Ah, man, we need stacks on stacks of it though, guys. I think we're gonna need something like 40 stacks of gravel. Let's take a look over at our big map over here. Let's see if we got like a location that we can decide where we want to go. Probably like extreme hills or something, right? So we have, well, let's see, we're right here. So just over to the east, it looks like we have mountainous area. So we might check that. And then south also we have mountainous area. So I guess if we go east, that would be this way. We should be able to potentially run into an extreme hills biome and maybe find a whole lot of gravel. I think that's what we're going to go ahead and check out. But yeah, like concrete and stuff like that are newish in Minecraft, new enough that I personally haven't really built with them. I think these leaves right here is from when I was collecting spruce saplings before. Do we have any exposed gravel? I'm not seeing a whole lot. I know you can find gravel beaches, and I was kind of hoping to find a lot of gravel just on the surface here. I'm not seeing any. Oh boy. Is that andesite? I think that was andesite back there on the side of the mountain. Okay, well this isn't very good. So I guess I'm just gonna go around, see what I can find. A lot of exposed coal. Yeah. All right. I will see what I can find, hopefully find a bunch of gravel, and we'll be back, guys. So after scouring a bunch of extreme hills for a while looking for gravel, I went back to the base and I went down into our branch mine, and I took all the gravel out of that I could find. Yeah, I mean, we came up with a decent amount. I think we have one full shulker box full, plus we have this. But I was kind of flying around a little bit more, and I went over to about where our flower farm is that we set up, and I found a biome here called Gravelly Mountain. So it's like a variation, I guess, of extreme hills that has a lot of exposed gravel on the surface. We look here, Minecraft Gravelly Mountains. Yeah, that's the biome. So I guess this must be like a sub-biome of extreme hills, because it looks very much like it. The grass color seems the same. The terrain generation seems very similar. But yeah, there's just a bunch of exposed gravel around here, guys. So this seems like the jackpot. This is like gonna be our gravel quarry going forward, it seems like. So all of our gravel needs should definitely be taken care of here. You can see I've already used a decent amount of durability on our shovel. But yeah, I'm gonna be using a whole lot more. Oh my goodness, guys. So I was just kind of walking around our base area here, and I looked up and I was like, what is that? I thought there was like something crazy, like gonna come and attack me or whatever. But yeah, then I realized that's a wandering traveler. How did he get up there on that tree? I have no idea. And where's his 2 llamas? That I also don't know. Do they not spawn up? Oh, okay, I heard one of them. Oh, they're over here. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what how the llama spawned there and that guy spawned up there, whatever. So anyway, I ended up getting a decent amount of gravel. You can see the durability of my shovel is pretty low now. a little more than halfway, I think. So we have 2 shulker boxes full of gravel plus an additional extra right here. So we'll have some left over once we're done. Now I believed the amount of gravel that I needed was, or I'm sorry, of white concrete was something around 90 stacks for what we're going to be doing. Yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? So we're going to need about 45 stacks of gravel. So that's 27, that'd be 36 and 45 right here. So yeah, we'll have like, I guess 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stacks of gravel remaining in case I miscounted and we need extras or whatever. So we have plenty of this. So it is 1 gravel plus 1 sand plus whatever the color is. I'm sorry, that's not true. It's 4 gravel, 4 sand, plus a dye for whatever type of concrete you want. Again, I haven't really used this stuff before, so I'm getting a little confused. But it's like 4 of those, 4 of these, and then a dye. And then you can get the white concrete powder. Now, this stuff acts just like sand, right? Until you pour water onto it, and then it solidifies into hardened blocks. So you can like solidify them all, and then like place them, or you can place out the powder and then pour water onto them if your powder's in the right spot. So I guess whichever way is easier. But yeah, we're gonna need a whole lot of this white concrete powder. Thankfully, I have a whole lot of bones here. I've turned them all into bone blocks. So all we have to do is just, unblockify them and then craft them again into the white dye. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a whole bunch of this white concrete powder going. I think I'm gonna fill up 2 shulker boxes full of it. Yeah, let me do that and we'll continue on, guys. All right, so now that we have all of the concrete powder taken care of, and we have the kind of layout of the building taken care of, we know where the dimensions are and how it's gonna lay and where it's gonna be. The next thing is we got to figure out how are we going to flatten out the ground here. Are we going to raise up the ground and make it flat and then like have stairs that go up? Are we going to level out the ground here and like sink everything down so it's level? I think we're probably going to end up doing a combination of the two, actually. So if we go down here, the lowest block, if we hit F3, it says we're looking at block 62, it says we're standing on block 63, right? I think if we go up 3 blocks, so like Y66, if we look down here, it says that we are looking at block 65. I think we're going to use that as like our area. So I guess it would be this level right here that we would need. So this all is going to get filled in. We have a good portion of this already the height, and then we got a good portion of this that we're going to have to level out and remove some grass and some dirt. Yeah, I think we're going to sink it all down, so it's going to be 3 blocks above sea level. Now, anything else that we build out here, we're going to have to do the same thing. But again, this is plains, so mostly flat and mostly dirt. So it's not like a huge pain that we have to chew through with our pick or whatever. But it is something that we are going to have to do, and it is going to be a little bit of annoyance. So yeah, next step is I'm going to go ahead and level everything out between all of the cobblestone here to our 3 blocks above sea level, and we will be right back, guys. that took a lot of time, guys. So we got it all leveled out, and then I was like, oh yeah, I want the floor at the same level as the ground level. So I had to go dig it out one more layer where the white concrete powder is, and then placing all that white concrete powder took a long time. I thought it was kind of cool though, seeing where these cobblestone markers were. I guess where the train was, the airspace below them. You can kind of see where all the hills were and things like that. Yeah, I thought that looked kind of cool. We'll end up getting rid of these things, but yeah, those were just there kind of to mark out where the building was going to go. And now it's just kind of interesting seeing them floating in the different levels. So as I was digging out the terrain, I did push this back so we had area next to the building that's going to be ground level. Eventually, we're going to be like leveling out a whole lot of this stuff. But yeah, as I was pushing this back, we uncovered some water, some underground lakes or whatever that spilled out over here and was starting to turn our concrete powder into concrete. But I think now is the time where we can start placing down a water bucket and then turning all the concrete powder into the solid concrete. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I haven't actually done this before in Minecraft, so I mean, I guess it's not that interesting, but no other block in the game reacts like this. So I thought that's going to be kind of cool anyway to see like all of the concrete powder get turned into solid concrete just by putting water on top of it. Yep. So now that we have the floor of the building installed, well, I mean, I guess we're in the process of installing it. We need to go ahead and do the sides of the building, get the walls, and then the ceiling, obviously. What I have designed, or what I have planned for this design, words are hard. Yeah, what I have planned is going to be using quite a lot of glass here. So we're going to have to go and farm up a whole lot more glass. And then it probably is going to make sense to make like a super smelter to smelt all that glass that we're going to be using. So that'll be probably a project for next time, I think. This block has to be removed in order for that. There we go. Awesome. Oh my goodness. So placing down on the concrete powder took forever. Putting water on top of it to turn it into concrete is taking forever. But this is going a lot faster than if I were to have taken the concrete powder, turned it into concrete, and then mined it, and then place it all. Yeah, so we're saving a little bit of a step here. All right, so we are finishing up on the lower portion of the walls. I think we're actually going to be making this just a few blocks higher, maybe just 2 blocks higher. I'm not exactly sure. We're 7 blocks above the ground here, so we're not super high up. But yep, there we go. That's the last of the concrete powder turned to concrete, and now we have a fairly big white box. Yeah, it doesn't look too pretty right now, but I know this thing's gonna look pretty good when we're done with it. So this right here is gonna be our main entrance into our warehouse. We're gonna have like windows and stuff around, and then inside we're gonna have our different rows of stacks of different chests and all of our goodies in there. We're gonna have to go through here and make sure we get torches in the ground. We don't want this turning into a mob spawning area. Or maybe not torches, but anyway, some type of way to light up the floor. So that's going to be something that we're going to do. But yeah, once we get the stuff in here, it'll definitely break up this room. Right now, it's just a solid white floor with the white walls on the back. So it's not really very interesting to look at. But once we get stuff in there, I know for sure this is going to look pretty good. Yeah, I've spent a lot of durability on my shovel. I'm going to have to go and repair that. And I do want to continue pushing back some of this grass so we can see this thing better without having all this land in front of it. But yeah, that's something that's going to have to wait until next time. Guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here for today. Yeah, we finally got ourselves a good supply of gravel. We finally started building with something outside of stone brick. I know, it's just white concrete. Nothing super exciting. But like I said, this is going to turn into a pretty cool build. I am very certain by the time we're done. But anyway, that's it for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.